Hello guys and welcome back. It is Monday, October 19th. We are back in the saddle here. I was just going through the lead gappers today. We'll talk about them maybe just briefly at the end, but I really want to be focused on a recent IPO that I know was mentioned a few times in the chat room on Friday. We were all dressed up as for the Oktoberfest event. Anyway, ARRY Technologies, a solar company that recently IPO'd. I want to talk about a little bit here. Remember, like always, go through their website a little bit, guys, if you have not done so. Always a good place to start, learn a little bit about the company, and then kind of go from there. What I definitely like about this company is the scale of it and the longevity of it. We'll talk a little bit more about those things. But I already want to kind of throw it out there. A nice website as well. So, okay, here we go. ARRY, quick little profile here. It is a solar company in the USA, in New Mexico, actually, and they've been founded since 1989. I think that's a really good really good point to make, because this is a company that, you know, it just didn't pop up out of nowhere. It's getting hyped up. We don't really know the valuation. There's a long track record to look at behind this company. So, it's a little bit more when it comes to swing trading and investing, a little bit more what I like to do. I don't really like swing trading or holding overnight. Small caps, the tickers that we are typically day trading, but a ticker like ARRY is something I would definitely look into for a swing trade. So Thursday, October 15th, they had their IPO. That was last week. To me, it was a little bit oversubscribed. Basically, oversubscribed means when you have a kind of like snowball, or just, you know, or Snowflake, the company Snowflake, where it just, you know, the price of the IPO keeps going up before the IPO, or the opposite of what happened with not Rackspace. What was the other ticker? Quicken Loans, that company, Rocket Loans. So this one was oversubscribed, eventually IPO'd at 29.05, and that means there was a lot of interest behind this one. Shares outstanding here, this is something I really want to point out, is 127 million, while the float is 7 million. Keep this in mind. This is really important. It means a lot of institutions are holding these shares, and they're not looking to really sell them anytime soon. I mean, that's always debatable, but basically if institutions hold them, like, you know, pension funds or insurance companies or something that, you know, doesn't usually day trade the funds or swing trade the funds, it's fairly a good sign. Public float 7 million, so that's guys, that's a very low float. It means this company can have those exponential, those very quick moves to the upside or to the downside, right? Market cap roughly 5 billion here. And like I said before here, institutional interest, guys, just keep this in mind. Large firms are holding this stock, reducing available public shares, right? So it takes less pretty much buying or selling to move the stock at this point. So why buy? Quick little notes here from what I'm thinking. 30 plus years operational, strong quarterly growth, quarter over quarter. You can check more about that on Seeking Alpha. They have some nice charts. Biggest solar IPO of 2020. That's really nice. I'll just add 2020 here. And this whole article, guys, or this whole post will be in the first comment right below. The CEO, Jim Fusaro, he said it's more of a tech company, because originally they, you know, since they deal with a lot of the hardware side, the installation, it's kind of considered the more boring side of the solar, while, you know, tech software is always kind of the more hot side. You know, think a lot about, you know, Google, right, or just any sort of software kind of focused company. So, you know, they have this kind of to address that issue. They have this machine learning kind of input, or kind of this smart solar panel that adjusts itself automatically, and apparently that increases the 25% more energy. This is a good little interview. You guys could hear about this. It's really nice and short. I'll link it right here with CNBC that came out quite recently on IPO day. So really good thing to consider. So quick little side thought here. You know, why wait? Why not buy this one? Well, it's an extremely, like I said, oversubscribed IPO. This thing had a huge run up, 2 days. We'll talk about the charts here in a little bit. 2 days, a big run up. So to me, it's a short term. It's quite a premium short term. So I'm just be a little bit risky of that. They did address patents quite nicely in the video, but I think any CEO is going to try to calm down that fire, especially with solar power, solar panel patents. That has been always a pretty risky fiasco. I mean, just think about Germany putting a lot of the research into solar panel companies and that technology, and then, you know, China all of a sudden, you know, taking all those patents and then developing their own solar panels. It's been a hot ongoing topic for for I feel like decades, but yeah, I don't know. One thing to not mix up, guys, here is kind of interesting. If you go to the 4-hour chart, at first when I looked at this chart, I was like, wait, what am I looking at here? $48 here last year, and I was like, something doesn't make sense. Last year in July, and this is because Fiverr bought out ARRY Bioscience or Biotech at roughly this valuation. This was not the right date here. This is 2019. So just keep that in mind. Don't mix those up too. They bought them out for $48. You can see here it was pretty much pinned at $48. So don't get that mixed up. You can obviously see it in the chart. And here's a whole press release on the Fiverr deal. So there's some ideas on why buy, why wait. It's a hot ticker right now. Solar, EV, renewable energy. I mean, it's a very, very hot sector, and I don't think anyone really thinks it's a fad. It's kind of at this point. There is no really alternative long term. So renewable energy, solar, any sort, wind, anything like that is just a hot topic, especially with the EV cars exploding right now. So that's kind of like my quick thoughts on it. I would love to know your thoughts. Always leave them in the comments below. Be happy to comment back, and let's think about this. Like, how would we go about buying ARRY? What would we be looking for? Well, to be honest, I'm never crazy about buying an IPO out of the gates. You guys know that. If you've been on this channel for a little bit, we do sometimes mess around with it. But for me, I would be waiting for a little bit of a calm down. After this big rally, we had a little bit of a blow off top here. 40.2 was roughly the high, and then 38 was roughly the IPO price. So I'd be looking for something to break back below this kind of $36, $37 zone before I go long ARRY. I really do think, it's hard to say because there's such little price action here. But right now we do have kind of this support zone roughly around 35 and then 37. So I'd be looking for maybe a crack of that and finding some new support a little bit below that. I mean, we've had a RKT. I was like, wait, hold on, what's the ticker? So Rocket Companies, you guys remember this one, recent IPO. This one shot up and then kind of came back here, made around a bottom, and then made a really a nice move to the upside. So I would be looking for something similar, a little bit of a bottom, where we had a few attempts to break lower and then kind of go from there. That's what I'm looking for this ticker, and yeah, kind of a similar situation. I'm rarely the one that buys an IPO on IPO day. So I would like to see this thing form a little bit more of support and then kind of go from there. If I miss the run up, I miss the run up. Then I'm going to be waiting for a little bit bigger of a pullback. But I really don't want to be buying something that is at a current premium short term. So that's just how I feel. I would like to manage my risk a little bit more, because if we're buying here in these $40 areas and we come back down to the IPO price, you're all of a sudden risking 25% of your capital. I'm not really sure if I'm on board with that at the moment, so I'd rather see where this thing's going down. That's my current price or current kind of assessment on it. I would probably argue bullish, maybe long term. I think we're going to be seeing this company much more. I mean, it's already have 30 years of track record, so I really like that about the company. Short term, I'm a little bit weary in these areas, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll miss the train on this one, but there's always going to be a second opportunity. So that's what my thoughts are. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Don't forget to drop a comment below and drop a like, guys, if you enjoy the content. If you guys are totally new here, remember we go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to review the watch list and then trade the market open. We got WIMI and we got FLDM. Both of these stickers I'm not super hot about. I do probably prefer WIMI a little bit more with the 13 million float. Has that bit more spikeability. I don't really like the market caps on either one of them. I do like the market cap for FLDM a little bit more. Both catalysts are kind of ridiculous. In my eyes, I'm a little bit nervous, especially here with WIMI. It looks like it's really just, a bit pumpy with this catalyst. Makes it seem like there's a partnership. There's really no partnership or anything going on, just kind of talking about recent developments and augmented reality, virtual reality, 5G, and all that stuff. So we'll see what we have today. I feel like there's going to be another gapper that starts, popping up post 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, I will see you then next time. And like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Yeah, have a great start to the week. Ciao, ciao, guys.